Hey everybody, welcome back to the woods. It's your boys, Austin and Chris, and today we're here to talk about the NFL Divisional Round. Chris, how was your predictions last week?
I should have said in this video to Joe about the Browns upsetting the Steelers, actually. It was insane that they pulled it off in the fashion they did coming into the first half. Everything else that I said was pretty much on the mark. I wanted the Titans to go far, but the Ravens got past them. Bills, being the Colts, I pretty much had that right. The Rams, I did not see that coming with the Seahawks. That was kind of insane, but Russell hasn't been playing as good towards the end of the season, has he?
Nah, he struggled bust really hard. Definitely want to run through the games just happened, the 6 games in the wild card. I think I got 5 of them correct. The Colts and the Bills game, 24-27. I definitely picked the Bills to win that one. That was too close of a game for me. Bucks and the Washington football team. How the heck did the football team actually keep up with them is my question. But whatever his name is, kept something going for Washington, the backup for Alex Smith. And then the Bears and the Saints game, that was just fun to watch. That was the little Nickelodeon game that they had going on. The good old Drew Brees did not care about the Bears whatsoever. And then the other 3 games, Rams 30, Seahawks 20. The Seahawks somehow lost. I picked the Seahawks, I believe, in that one. I just love my boy DK Metcalf. And then the Ravens versus the Titans. Sadly, my king, Derrick Henry, rest in peace this season. He did way too good to get shut out by the Ravens at the end there.
I really wanted him to go far, man. He had an insane season. I thought the whole team was going to at least get to the semis. But
Yeah, sadly. And then the game everyone was talking about, the Browns versus the Steelers. The Steelers were getting their butts whooped at the beginning there, but then they were starting to crawl back a little bit. But Baker Mayfield said, no, sir.
right out the gate, that was just an insane run that the Browns had. I want to see what they do against the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. I think it should be a good game, actually.
Derrick Henry was stuffed the whole time. The Rams, I don't know what they got going offensively for the Seahawks because the Seahawks were shut down. There were some key surprising moments. Philip Rivers keeping up with the Bills D, that was pretty surprising to me. Browns absolutely sloshing the Steelers was not very surprising to me. I'm pretty sure I even stated the Browns were going to whip their ass. But let's dive into the divisional round. Let me pull this up real quick. We got 4 games, 2 games to get to the conference championships. I definitely want to start off with 2 first games for the conference. I believe it's the NFC. We got the Rams and the Packers going at it on Saturday, and then we have the Bucks and the Saints going at it on Sunday. And, of course, whoever wins these 2 games are going to face each other off in the NFC Championship. I want to start off with the Rams versus Packers. We did not see the Packers play because they had the freaking bye week. Screw them, because I hate the Packers. They are very good right now, and they are playing a Rams team that's very vulnerable. What do you have to say about this game?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers always turns it on really late in the season. He's done it every single year, whether he does good in the beginning or not. So since they've had a bye week, he should be fresh going into a new environment for a playoff setting and everything. But I don't know, because I really didn't see the Rams getting past the Seahawks in the first round. So I don't know what to expect out of this matchup. I think it'll be a good match, just like I said, the Browns versus Chiefs will be. But I think Aaron Rodgers is going to take it ultimately and go up against Brady, like I said.
Against who?
Brady, after they clapped the Saints.
Yeah, what I'm saying is with the Rams and the Packers, Jared Goff versus Aaron Rodgers, it's a no-brainer. Aaron Rodgers is going to smoke him. The Packers are undoubtedly the best team in this conference, and whoever they play next, which it could be the Saints, it's probably going to be the Saints.
I think Tom's going to take him all the way.
Pretty much. The Packers, their defense is pretty damn good. Their offense is literally unstoppable, passing-wise. Running-wise, it doesn't matter who they run the ball with. It's going to be whatever. They're gonna shred the Rams defense. Even if the Rams are the best defense, I still feel like the Packers are going to find a way to shred this defense, and the Packers are going to take this game. But so with the Bucks and the Saints, this is the retirement home battle with Tom Brady and Drew Brees. This is going to be a very interesting battle. I've been already seeing memes of just old men fucking with canes and their dentures with just Tom Brady and Drew Brees. It's pretty funny. Has got to be the oldest matchup in a playoff setting ever in NFL history.
I think so, man. They're both they're both creeping up there. They both lived their entire life pretty much in the league, but I think both of them have really strong offense behind them. It's just going to be a shootout, man. The entire game is just going to be a shootout.
Drew Brees is just going to be firing balls, and then Tom Brady's just going to be firing balls. They both have offensive weapons that are disgusting. Their defenses are both just eh. It's gonna be a game.
Neither one of them has a defense to stop either quarterback, so they're just gonna. It's gonna be about who's better in the clutch because they're gonna go up at least. I think it's gonna be a 40-point game between both teams.
Oh God, that'd be interesting. I would be very exciting to watch. I like the defensive backs for the Buccaneers, so that's the only thing I have with the Saints. I think that Drew Brees might be we might have to be looking on other options other than just Michael Thomas the whole game. But because the Buccaneers have like 8 different options, it's gonna be close. Like I said, I'm still with the Saints. I want Drew Brees to win this season. I'm still picking Saints, even though I think the Buccaneers have a very very good chance of winning this game.
How do you think they shut down Tom Brady?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be Cam Jordan up front because I don't know what they're gonna be able to do with the defensive backs. I don't know if they're gonna do anything with their linebacking coverage, but they're gonna have to do some pass rushing because Tom Brady can't move, Drew Brees can't move. So this is gonna be an old fashioned shootout. This is gonna be the up front line battle. The Saints have a good defensive line, so they need to rush the hell out of Tom Brady because if they give him more than 4 seconds, he's always going to find somebody. They have way too many weapons.
They have options though. If he does get rushed, pop out the Rob Gronkowski. He can even do short little curl pass to Antonio Brown, who can go out for another 5 yards. You know.
Ronald Jones and Fournette are always on the corners. They have so many weapons. It's disgusting.
And especially in this playoff run, he has too many weapons to save his ass. If they finally catch wise of him throwing these long ass bombs, if they give him too much time, he has too many weapons this year. So it's going to be a shootout. But I do feel in my heart that the Saints can take it. But it's gonna be about whoever fucks up the least, honestly.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Viget real quick before we go into the AFC talk. We're doing a sports betting league with Viget where we pretty much bet the money line, the over, under, the spread on teams. And it's free betting, so it's pretty damn cool. You get to just bet your teams, and you get a record, and you get coins in this betting league. Definitely sign up for the betting league, as it's really easy. You basically just open the app, sign in, put your name in, and then after you put your name in, you go and create a profile. And after you do that, you basically want to put in the invite code WOODS, and you're pretty much in. And then, as you can see, it's just a bunch of other stuff. You get to go look at the feed and such. But other than that, head over to the betting leagues, put in the password BET553, and that's pretty much it, and you're in. Top performers of the league will get prizes, and it's a lot of fun. I can tell you that. We got 20 people, I think, in there right now, so it's definitely getting heated. I think my cousin Will is leading right now, so shout out to you, Will. You finally took over Ted, who, Will, I think you only have 2 losses this whole season. It's 2 or 5, so you're probably leading the state of Michigan right now. Let's go on over to talk about the AFC. So the AFC, I like the AFC right now. The NFC is a little more predictable with one of their games, but the AFC, I think both of these games are going to be very hard to decide who's going to win. And I want to start off with the Saturday game, the Ravens and the Bills. So with the Ravens and the Bill game, I pretty much, with Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, it's basically the reverse of what's going to happen with the Bucs and the Saints. It's literally the playground. It's going to be little Allen and little Jackson running all over the field, and it's going to be up to the defenses to decide who's going to win this one. As we can tell from this season, Lamar Jackson doesn't like to throw the ball very much right now. He likes to run. When he had his monstrous 40-yard running touchdown last week against the Titans, he is very unstoppable on his feet. So the Bills are going to have to figure out what they're doing on defense, but Josh Allen is just something different. I don't understand who this kid is this season. I had some kind of image of him before he came in this season. I was like, Josh Allen's probably going to turn up. And I didn't think he was going to MVP candidate turn up. So he can run. He can toss the damn ball for 1,500 yards to Stephon Diggs in the season, this might be the Bills.
Honestly, I think the Bills have a shot of winning it all if they can somehow figure out a game plan to get past Patrick Mahomes, because the Ravens aren't really the main threat to their career right now. It's the round after that, where they have to go up against the winner of the Chiefs and Browns game. But right here, I do think you have a point that they have a very versatile range compared to the Ravens. But you know Lamar Jackson is going to get his yards in regardless, passing and rushing. We're going to have to see how they handle the long passes after a couple long running plays. My bad. Ultimately, I think the Bills just have so much range in their offensive kit, and they have a pretty good defense to rely on with Lamar Jackson going for however many rushing yards he's going to get at the end of the day. So I think Bills get it and go on to the next round.
Chiefs versus the Browns. It's another young group. Baker Mayfield and the Patrick Mahomes. This is going to be a scary matchup. We got Patrick Mahomes, who is on God tier right now. What are they, 14-2? Their only loss that they actually had, I don't even remember the team. I kind of want to look it up.
But going forward, the Browns and Chiefs game is going to be really interesting. That's the game I'm most excited for, honestly. Well, the Bucks and Saints is going to be a pretty good game for me too, but just seeing what Patrick Mahomes does with that tremendous year he had last year and going forward with the momentum after having a first week bye, we just got to see what the kid does, man, especially with the Browns coming off that huge win against the Steelers. I don't think anyone had them pegged out to go and do what they did against them, so it's going to be a battle. There's battles all across the board, honestly. It's going to be a good playoff run.
Oh, yeah, so the Chiefs are literally 14-2. They literally lost to the Raiders, which that was an insane game. And then, of course, their other loss was just their backups playing the Chargers. This is going to be an interesting game because the Browns are literally tearing it up. They are looking insane. I really like the underdog team right now, the Browns. They give me a lot of happiness because the Browns are like the Lions. We just both can't win anything. So I would love to see Baker Mayfield go somewhere and do this in his third or fourth season now. And they even have Odell Beckham on IR the whole season, so that's even more insane that they're doing this without him. Maybe that says something about the team in general.
I haven't even been keeping up with the Browns like that, to be honest with you. And then seeing them come out and do that to the Steelers, who just had an insane season themselves, that's remarkable, man. Can't wait to see how all that unfolds. Do you think you have a clear-cut victor for the Super Bowl title this year?
Like I said before, I think it's going to be the Bills and the Saints. I think the Bills and the Saints are going to be in the Super Bowl, I think it could really happen. So
I'm still going to go with my call of Patrick Mahomes versus Touchdown Tom.
Oh boy, so we're on two whole different paths here.
Yeah, that's why I keep.
One of us are going to be very wrong after this week.
Yeah, one of us has to be right after this. That Buccaneers versus Saints game, I'm going to have to watch that.
I will go cry in a shower with my Drew Brees jersey on if they lose. I just want a Drew Brees dub. But
you really have the Bills beating Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, I think they're gonna play in the championship. And I don't want the Chiefs to go back to back. There's no way that the Chiefs can go back and back. I can't see this happening. They're very good. They're the best team in the league. Bills are the second though, so that's why I say there could be something.
Bills versus the Chiefs in this next round. That's gonna be huge. But I can't wait to see Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers if they meet again. I always love that matchup, man. I always thirst for that matchup every time the playoff bracket comes out. Hoping they'll play.
So that's pretty much it from us, guys. Please do like and subscribe to the video. Give us all kinds of support that you can. We love making videos like this, so definitely help us out. I can't wait to see what happens for next week, conference week, and that means that my picks could be wrong again. So, which after the divisional rounds, the wild card's kind of easier to understand, but after the divisional rounds, it's kind of harder to pick. So tune in for next time, and we'll see you guys later.
One more quick shout out on my end before I cut my broadcast. The Bears are trash.